Welcome back, everybody, and welcome to another F124. I just said welcome twice. I'm so sorry. My name is CringeyJesse, and this time we're in Sao Paulo. Um, I don't know. Sao Paulo, I'm alright at. I'm alright. It's a little easy to hit the grass and lose your way. But anyway, we're still fighting for P2 here in this championship, and P5 in the constructors. So we can definitely hit both of those, but that's what we are fighting for as we come to the end of the season with only 4 more races to go. And as I said last week, if I didn't get them out by the Tuesday that I already passed, so obviously I didn't do that, I would try to have these out most definitely by this Tuesday. So with 5 races coming your way, I'm sorry, 4 races, I literally just said 4, and for some reason I said 5. With 4 races coming your way, buckle up for the end of the season to see if we even hit P2. But to see where we are in this race, we need to get to qualifying, and I will see you there. Here we are in Q1 here in Sao Paulo. It's the last lap we have here in Q1, and we are just trying to make sure we make it into Q2 with some huge corner cutting. Forgot about that. I won't lie. Whoops. It's good enough for P8 though. That's going to put us into Q2. And we are going to watch the last lap here in Q2 as well. Went over the line a little bit, but nowhere near as bad as Q1. So hopefully they let that one slide. I would understand if they didn't let me do that twice. But good enough for Q3 as we hit P10. So barely into Q3, and here into Q3 we're coming to the start to finish line once again with a huge cut, which really didn't do enough to our time. Our time is still draining by a lot. So P5 it is going to be for us to start this race here in Sao Paulo.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. An immense lap from Fernando Alonso yesterday puts him on pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Sainz, Jester, Stroll, Russell, Albon, Perez, Ocon, Norris, Hamilton, Oscar Piastri, Gasly, Tsunoda, Magnussen, Joe, Ricciardo, Bottas, and Logan Sargent. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
And here at the race, still still P5. 5 red lights are out, and away we go. Down into turn number 1, we get a little slow start. As you can see, Stroll already in front of me. A little bump from one side was going to put me into the back end of Russ. Oh no, that was Stroll in front of me. Russell hit me on the side, I'm assuming. So then a collision with Russell, a collision with a Stroll. That's going to knock me all the way back down to P11. Coming out of the first couple of turns, which is very unfortunate. We wanted a way better start. We have Norris in front of us, Piastri behind us, but he's fighting for P11. I'm fighting for P10 as we come up to the, I don't know what you want to call this part, but you know, best diver in the game. Obviously I'm going to go for it. Unfortunately, however, not quite as well as I wanted to, as Norris is going to take back P10 easily. So this time I'm going to come in with a little bit more momentum and just take it away, as we now end up in P10 after starting P5 with Perez up ahead of us. Moving up to the end of lap 2, about to start lap 3. All that fighting for P10 really wasn't necessary, as we're just going to lose it. And then Hamilton as well, he's going to bump us with his back tire there, try to throw us off a little bit. He's going to try to take P11, but somehow we hold on to P11, and with the DRS to try to catch back up to Lando Norris, which did not happen as he gets away from us. Hamilton now here on lap 4, he's going to get ahead of us. As you can see, Magnussen is behind us, so I've come up with a sneaky little plan here. The plan is to try to get around Hamilton in a way that allows Magnussen to get around both of us. And what other corner to do it than down here? taking some inspiration from Max Verstappen back in the day. We're going to brake slowly and slowly move off the track, which is definitely going to allow Magnussen to get in front of Hamilton. Then just let him get in front of me, and I'm going to sneak in behind him. As you can see, Norris is about 3.5 seconds in front of me. They're literally like right there though. So the plan is to stay behind Kevin Magnussen and see if he can help catch us up, which that gap gets down to 1.7, as the team wants me to pass Magnussen within the next 3 laps. But we're coming into the pit lanes at the end of this lap that I just started, so I kind of want to just go ahead and jump in front of him, see if I can make any other moves. And I got lucky here as Ocon and Norris, they're already fighting for P9, so that's going to slow them down, as I will not have DRS. Magnussen will, so that's going to help him stay in front of Lewis Hamilton as we get right here behind Norris. So that is going to help us get up into, hopefully, the top 10 before we box for new tires, as we come up to one of my favorite diving spots. And up the inside, right there behind Ocon. Little tap there to get him going. And P10 is ours, as I hold it open for Norris on the inside, but he didn't really want to take it. So we're going to shut that window down for him. And coming into the pit lanes, Ocon apparently was also coming into the pit lanes, but I didn't really notice until it was too late and he tried to close the window on me. So we will get into the pit lanes before Ocon, which means we'll leave before Ocon. And coming out of the pit lanes, P16, and the only real thing we want to see is how well the undercut works. We came out on hards, other people came out on medium, so I'm a little worried as we come up to some other boxers to see if we get in front of more and see if the undercut works. Ocon up in front of me. He locks up into turn 1. I think I locked up a little bit as well. I turned sideways for sure. We are now both P11, P12. Ocon in front of me. I will have DRS, holding off Norris and Hamilton behind me as we come around for another lap to see if we can get in front of any more boxers. You know, we're going to get in front of some more. Perez out there in front, hopefully with a shot of us getting in front of him as well. P8, P9, so the undercut did work. However, I am still in the position that I was because Ocon got in front of me after he boxed. But down here, obviously another diving opportunity, as I will take that and I will stay on the track. Ocon trying to come back around that inside, but I will still have the inside, as confusing as that sounded even before it came out. Back up into P8 I will be with Perez with a little bit over a second ahead of me, so hopefully I'll catch up to him. But yeah, that hopefully drained real quick, as Hamilton's going to get in front of me, and then Ocon, he's just going to try to throw me into the wall to see if that's going to mess me up any. It's not really going to mess me up, but Hamilton and Norris out in front of me. I'm now P10 once again, and Oscar Piastri, I don't know what happened behind me, but Oscar Piastri is out of this race. He is one of my rivals, with nothing new happening in this race except for Hamilton and Norris just leaving me in the dust. Fernando Alonso winning this one, and we will come across the line to take P10, so we will still get points here. Unfortunately, it's not the kind of points that I really wanted.
After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.
Oh, well, that is the end of the Sao Paulo Grand Prix, and unfortunately it was another bad race for us, where we started a lot higher than what we finished. Kind of like how Mexico ended up. We just kept getting passed and then lost, but we do finish inside the points. Fernando Alonso winning this one, with Max Verstappen coming in second, and then Carlos Sainz coming in third. And after that, you got Charles Leclerc, Lance Stroll, Sergio Perez, two of my old rivals, now beating me in the races. And as you could see, that little orange engine icon was up. So I think in the next race, we're just going to have all new parts. That might give me a penalty, so we might be starting from P20. However, yeah, anyway. George Russell P7, Lewis Hamilton P8, Lando Norris P9, and then we finish out the points. Moving on to the standings, Max Verstappen, who has apparently won the driver's standings, still on top by 136 points, over Fernando Alonso. We are still in second. Alonso with 287, us with 241. I'm sorry, we're still in third. My fault, my fault. After that, you have Charles Leclerc, Carlos Sainz, Lewis Hamilton, Lando Norris, George Russell, Sergio Perez, and Oscar Piastri finishing out the top 10. After that, Lance Stroll, Alexander Albon, Esteban Ocon, and Kevin Magnussen in P14 with only 18 points. Pierre Gasly behind him, Daniel Ricciardo, Yuki Tsunoda, Zhou Guan Yu, Valtteri Bottas, and Logan Sargent in P20 with 0 points. On to the Constructors, Red Bull, 549 points, only 128 points ahead of Ferrari, and then Aston Martin in third, 186 behind Red Bull. Then you have Mercedes, McLaren, Haas in P6, Williams, Alpine, Visa Cash App, and Kick Sauber. Alpine and Williams look to be going away with this one, so maybe they're fighting for P7, and then these two will be fighting for P9. However, Kick Sauber and Visa Cash App both need to score more points for it to even be close. Well, Kick Sauber definitely needs to. Visa, I think they could still all be fighting for P7 still, kinda, maybe. I don't know. We'll see how it ends. Championship rivalry with Charles Leclerc increased to 250 points to win. Wow. Well, I mean, that looks pretty easy. Could y'all have given us someone else? Rating rivalry, we have 85, 86 to win, so I think that also means we have been moved up to 85 overall. Yes, we have. 72, 81, 82 awareness has moved up, 89 and 82. So, looking good there. We are 55% with a 4% increase. Still no academy, still no secret, but 3 simultaneous upgrades at one time. I'll take it. And then the specialist. There's one. Well, strategy went up to 2. There's one that I think I might not have got, but nope, I got all of them. Wind Tunnel is going to be a level 4 by the end of the first season, which is wild. That is the Sao Paulo Grand Prix weekend. Up next, we have Las Vegas. After Las Vegas, we have Qatar, and then Abu Dhabi. So 3 more races to the season before we start season 2 and our new 16-week schedule. If there are races that you guys absolutely want to see in the 16-week schedule, go ahead and comment down below the tracks that you definitely want to see in the next season. So now is that time to do so before I go in and pick the 8 that won't be in there, basically. But anyway, up next is Las Vegas. We are sitting P3 in the constructors, and P3 in the drivers, P6 in the constructors, with still some time to move up to P5 in constructors and time to move up to P2 in drivers. However, we do have to find a way to beat Fernando Alonso, and with starting in the back in one of the next 3 races, this might be more of a challenge than I expected it to be. But it is what it is. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, hit that like button. And if you can't wait for the next video, hit that subscribe button. We are finishing this season this weekend. So, buckle up, sit back, relax, and enjoy. I'll catch you next time.